Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jay. I want to just talk a little bit about people's reaction to the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion video WAP and what I think about their reactions and why I think they're overreacting. Um, yeah, here's the thing, guys. To me, I feel like they're overreacting because, well, it's Meg Thee Stallion, it's Cardi B. These are women rappers that their whole careers they've been selling sexuality and sexual innuendo, and they've been selling sex. They haven't ever rapped about anything other than sexuality or sex. They've been never been conscious rappers. They've never been overly street. All their anthems and all their songs have been Toth thought songs, THOT songs. So my whole thing is, why would you expect something different from them in this instance? They are sexual type rappers, and that's what they rap about. A lot of people are upset because they feel like this type of music is a bad influence on the young people, their daughters in particular, that might try to emulate uh, the sexuality and the sexual innuendo of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Me, I think that if you're depending on Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion to raise your child, you're not very good of a parent because these are rappers and they sell, like politicians, they sell an image to the public, and they're not doing a good job at being role models. Some people say, well, um, Cardi should be a better example for her daughter, Culture. I think that, like people in a movie, like when Arnold Schwarzenegger kills somebody in a movie, his children and his family know that he's not a real killer. A lot of times, people in the gangster rap world sell an image of life that is highly unrealistic and full of hyperbole. And some people criticize that life and they say that culture is very toxic to young minds. And maybe they're right, but in my opinion, it is part of the game. It is part of the entertainment of music. It might not be literal, it's not to be taken literal. It is hyperbole, it is over exaggeration of certain truths in life. And shout out Liddy Smalls for that comment. But continuing with the video. It is hyperbole. It is not to be taken literally. And that's my opinion of it. It If you take rap literally, you're a dumbass because it's entertainment. They're playing a part, and if you think that Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion are to be role models and paragons of virtue, you're a dumbass. If you want your kids to look up to somebody, have them look up to women like Michelle Obama, um, women that are scientists, women that are doctors, not people that are rappers, not people that are entertainers. People that are entertainers and people that are rappers are just that, rappers and entertainers. It is my understanding too, from this article that I read, that some people in the TLC fan base don't like the video because they believe that Cardi B, in her attempts to pay homage to Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who I talked about on my other channel, um, in the video with her and Andre Rison, go back and watch that in the archives. Um, that she was disrespecting Left Eye because she paid homage to her, and this video was too sexual, and that Left Eye wouldn't approve of this. Obviously, there are people in the that watch my videos and people in the YouTube comments section will know more about TLC than me, who was just a casual fan of, their music. But I say that times change, music tastes change, and attitudes change. But here's my thing. Are we judging Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion by a different standard than we would judge, say, a Caucasian female artist that was doing the same type of music? People will say, why bring race into it? Why talk about race? Because if you go back into my archives, I mentioned my 80s decades in review video that Madonna was one of the first female artists to ever bring overt sexuality into music. And she was praised by music critics for being pioneering, for being uh, pushing the feminist agenda forward, for being the one to break the mold of restrictive female sexuality in the music business. And no one ever called her a hoe. And no one ever said that she was too sexual. So why does it seem like black artists or artists of color, because depending on who you ask, Cardi B is black or she isn't black or whatever, but artists of color get judged to a higher standard or a double standard, that they get criticized more for the violence and the sexuality in their videos and music than Caucasian artists who say some of the same or worse things. Don't believe it? Look at Eminem. Eminem said worse and vile, more vile, worse than things than Snoop Dogg, than Ice-T, than Ice Cube. But Ice-T, Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg got drugged through the dirt in the media as thugs, as gangsters, and as degenerates. While Eminem got praised as genius, innovative, and cutting edge. Now, I like Eminem. I like Snoop Dogg. I like Ice T. But the point is, if Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion were white women, they wouldn't be judged by the same standard. And let's be real. This is to say, this goes back to again another argument that I said about Lizzo in 2000. You know, when I made the video on Lizzo in 2019, I said that Lizzo was judged to a different standard when she showed her butt at the Staples Center than would a thin woman who did the exact same thing. And to me, another thing, this is just an opinion, but to me, I feel like certain people just want to have something to bitch about, have something to complain about, have something to vent about. In a completely other, different vein of things, people are bitching and complaining about Beyonce's documentary. Again, another plug for a video in the archives. That her video is showing Satan. Her video is praising demonic forces. Now, the video is showing stuff from Africa, stuff that is not Christian. My view of this, so all this stuff, now I've always had this view, and I've always shared this view. If you feel that something is offensive, you feel that something is going too far, something is too sexual, something is demonic, something is too violent, don't watch that something. This whole idea of cancel culture and conservatism, social conservatism, and over the top political correctness and over the top niceness is fucking bullshit, guys. This is all entertainment. This is all make believe stuff. And if you can't teach your kids the difference between Cardi B, who is a sexualized artist, and the music that she makes, and the real sexual morality that they should be obtaining and upholding, then you are not that great of a parent, I'm sorry to say. And to the people that are offended that she chose to pay homage to Lisa Lefta Lopez and being too sexual, I don't know. A lot of people didn't pick up on that. I heard one person criticize that for that, but mainly the criticism is coming from these assholes, these social conservative assholes that want to police everything you watch, everything you listen to, and everything you consume because they think it doesn't meet up to their standards. Well, I say, fuck them. I liked the video. I enjoyed the video. Do I believe that it's all, um, you know, it overly sexualizes women? Sure. But how many of these guys that are criticizing this doing it because they have a problem with women expressing their sexuality? It makes them uncomfortable because they don't want to. They want women to be these. pure angels. I always said, and it goes back again to my archives again in another archives video, where I said I think Cardi B is playing a part. That she isn't this thought and this street blood and this ghetto unsophisticated. That she is actually a very intelligent woman. But what she does is the two dogs fucking on the side of the road gimmick. And what I mean by that is if you're driving in a car and you saw two dogs fucking on the side of the road, you would look. So who's gonna take this video that she and Meg Thee Stallion did and not look at this video? It's a very provocative video. And just like Nicki Minaj and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and even just like Trump, they do these things to get a reaction out of people. Not necessarily that that's the real personality of who they really are. Yeah, I think they do it just to get a reaction out of folks. I think they do it just to get views, just to get attention. But once she's got your attention, she's got it. Because who really cares if you liked it or not? You're talking about it. That's what matters. That's the way I see it. And I am a Cardi fan. I feel like a lot of these antics that she does too is to cover up the fact that she really isn't a good real rapper. She doesn't have real skill. She is an entertainer, guys. She is not going to go bar for bar with Remy Ma, with Lady Luck, with any of these female rappers that you might see on Fight Club or any of these battle rap shows. She's doing it for attention. She's doing it to make up for the fact, smoke and mirrors. Make up for the fact that she really can't really rap that well. Her bars are simplistic, but she's entertaining you. She's entertaining the fuck out of you. And whether you like it or whether you don't like it, like an old wrestler Ric Flair used to say, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today. Peace. And I love the video. I think with all the controversy with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, it helped bring attention to the shit. But my one criticism, if I have any criticism, would be why do all these women sound the same? Why do they all sound like clones? Like you mass produced them. No originality. You know, I know they're all selling sex and all selling provocativeness, but I just feel like you didn't have to have Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi. You could have just had Meg Thee Stallion. Or you could have just had Cardi. Because Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi basically the same kind of rapper. You know what I mean? And there is a thing of overdoing stuff, overdoing, um, you know, productivity. But again, I feel like it's overreaction because Cardi never claimed to be no Rakim. She never claimed to be no Lauryn Hill. She never claimed to be no Left Eye Lopez when it came to uh, consciousness. She probably just liked the hairstyle. It's the way I see it. But anyway, let me know your guys' opinion. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can see when I come out with new notifications. And peace to you, Liddy Small. Peace to all you guys. Have a good night.